أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وجعل الظلمات والنور الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا الحمد لله الذي له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وله الحمد في الآخرة وهو الحكيم الخبير والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed upon us endless mercy and favors. Our goal as human beings is to attain the status of gratitude. Gratitude is an eternal thanks to Allah in this world and the hereafter. Surah Sabah, ayah number 13. وَقَالِلٌ مِّنْ عِبَادِيَ الشُّكُورِ. Only a few of my servants are truly grateful. Surah Ibrahim, ayat number 7. لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor. Surah Nisa, ayat number 147. مَا يَفْعَلُ اللَّهُ بِعَذَابِكُمْ إِن شَكَرْتُمْ وَآمَنْتُمْ. Why should Allah punish you if you are grateful and faithful? There's a beautiful hadith narrated in Al-Bukhari and Muslim by Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her. She said, the Prophet ﷺ kept standing in prayer so long that the skin of his feet would crack. She asked him, why do you do this, while you have been forgiven of your former and latter sins? He ﷺ said, should I not be a grateful slave of Allah? This hadith goes to show that what gratitude actually is. And we as human beings need to achieve a status where we are at a position to show Allah the gratitude that He deserves. There are three stages or pillars that are required to attain the status of gratitude. Number one is knowledge, number two is status, and number three are actions. The first pillar of gratitude is knowledge. It's the foundation. With knowledge, we recognize that all blessings are from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and everything is subordinated to the command of Allah. It's important to understand who we are praising, believing that any blessings that come to us directly or indirectly through someone is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. When someone does a favor upon you, it is through Allah's will that they have actioned that. That is for us to understand. This is why when we thank people, we have to realize their roles in our lives. Each person that does something for us is not because they did it, it's because Allah made them do it for us. So when we thank people, we have to truly thank Allah for that. And this is what brings about gratitude. When you truly get the understanding that nothing happens without the will of Allah. The next pillar is state. The state of happiness is due to the blessings bestowed to us by Allah. Every ni'mah Allah sends is a true ni'mah. We have to develop this realization in order to be grateful. Our eyesight, with which we see, our ears, with which we hear, our lips, which move, our legs, our hands, our health, our family, our work, everything is a ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We do not deserve what Allah has bestowed upon us, but it is through Allah's will and Allah's mercy that Allah has given us all these favors and blessings. So it is the state where we have to reach, where we truly have to realize that every ni'mah is truly through Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the third pillar is action. Our actions encompass the deeds that we do, knowing who Allah is and why He has brought us to life. We have to use our blessings for the things that are beloved to Allah and not to disobey Him by looking at or by doing something that is impermissible. Allah has blessed us with the eyes. They need to be leveraged to look at the Quran, to read the Quran, rather than doing something that Allah has made impermissible. Allah has blessed some with money. That needs to be used in the cause of Allah. That's an action that shows that you are showing Allah the thanks that He deserves. The tongue with which we speak should be used to speak words of good. Should be used to recite the Quran. And that's the way that we can show thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The ears that we have should be used to listen to the ayahs of the Quran rather than what Allah has made impermissible. So any action that we do that is permissible and that is in the cause of Allah is a way of showing thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a way of showing Allah the gratitude that He truly deserves. And one of the biggest blessings that Allah has given us is our health. And while we are healthy, it's upon us to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to do our 5 daily prayers, to help someone in need, to take part in the community, to go above and beyond, and to do deeds that are beloved to Allah. And these are all actions that truly go to show that you are thankful for what Allah has bestowed upon you. To summarize, the 3 pillars of gratitude are knowledge, state, and actions. If we are truly able to understand these 3, we are truly on the path of achieving what we need to achieve, and that is the status of gratitude. Gratitude can only be perfected when a person is sincere. They have Allah in their heart and they do everything that is beloved to Allah for the sake of Allah only, without any ulterior desire for anything other than Allah alone. So, hopefully, the concept of gratitude was explained in this session. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.